Hold on one second. We about to get to the bottom of this, ladies and gentlemen. This don't make no sense whatsoever. Welcome to the Dark Waters channel, where we explore mysteries, figure out the truth, dive into politics, and anything else you want to know about. That's what we doing over here, baby. Let's go. Everything leads back to the strange, weird, and crazy, no matter how you look at it. Every time I try to get out, baby, they pull me back in. As we are talking about what clearly tends to be non-human humans running in positions of national government, doing things that are against the will of the people, against the best interests of the people, celebrating the destruction of homes of people, smiling on camera like the Joker, smiling on camera like Blade or a vampire. It brings me back to this. If you recall, it hasn't been very long since the beautiful Nancy Mace came out and started talking about the UFOs, UAPs. And then right after they talked about the UFO, UAP, we got hit with the drones. Then while we were getting hit with the drones, we got hit with the fog. Then after we got hit with the snow. Then after we got hit with the snow, we got that fire. Oh, Lord, it's a fire. Ladies and gentlemen, you are being bombarded with at the calamity. All designed to distract you from many different things. But let's just listen to what Nancy Mace is saying nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, about what's coming the pipeline.
But I will say, and I can't say what shapes they are, but I was in a SCIF or a classified room right before the Christmas recess. The government has debunked a lot of videos and photos, even some of the stuff that's leaked out, and a lot of it does make a lot of sense. But there are consistently two shapes that are unknown and unidentified. Our government cannot explain. I will not say what shapes those are, as I was told in a classified setting, and it's not public yet, but specifically there are two types of shapes that are consistently unknown, unexplained in our skies.
It could be plasma. They're doing this thing called talking plasma.
Not the shape of plasma. Arrow, the government is going to start putting out some of the information on which ones are that they have debunked and how they debunked them, because I think that information would give more trust in the process too with the government, because I don't trust them. I don't trust at this point any government agency, because we've been lied to.
I wish they didn't have this stupid music on here, because it's hard to find her talking without the damn music. You two gonna be like, oh, you owe us money for the music.
What's the company?
Arrow, it's a government agency that investigates UAPs. They investigate a lot of other things as well, but they'll be doing this, I am told, starting this year, starting over the next couple of months, start releasing information on videos and photos that they have debunked, and they will explain how they've been debunked. I've been briefed on this. And then some of the ones that are unexplained, they will also release to the public. They're also going to release information on what is.
So, ladies and gentlemen, and if you recall, we went through this event.
Thanks.
All right, last question will go to Jeff Shogel, Task and Purpose.
Thanks. Given the news cycle, you could announce anything about aliens or extraterrestrial life and no one would care. So I'm going to take the shot. What do you got on UFOs, aliens, etc.? Go.
The truth is out there, Jeff. And the truth is we have no evidence to indicate extraterrestrial life has visited the planet.
That's very interesting. And then, so somebody's lying.
They're also going to release information on what is unexplained.
What's the company?
Arrow, it's a government agency that investigates UAPs. They investigate a lot of other things as well, but they'll be doing this, I am told, starting this year, starting over the next couple of months, start releasing information on videos and photos that they have debunked, and they will explain how they've been debunked. I've been briefed on this. And then some of the ones that are unexplained, they will also release to the public. Now,
I want to go on to something else for you guys real quick. And if you recall, we had this going on in the Congress.
You've stated that the government is in possession of potentially non-human spacecraft. Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
I can't ask when you think this occurred. If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, this video, photos, eyewitness? How would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you in a skiff about.
Gotcha.
So now we know who she talked to in the skiff about the information, right? Are you following me? Are you with me right now, ladies and gentlemen? Are you smelling what I'm cooking? We know who she talking to in the skiff.
You've stated that
Stop
the
it,
government.
Nancy. Don't talk no more, baby. Relax. And relax. I need you to relax. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into why they really don't want Cash Patel. Because listen to what Cash got to say.
Classification office. You need a 24/7 declassification office, whatever you want to call it. Transparency, truth, whatever, I don't care. Sits in the White House, reports directly to you, and you take incoming from the United States of America. I want JFK. I want the 9/11 files. I want this. I want that. All the FBI, and this is a tool, this is something we didn't cover. What the deep state uses the most to cover up their corruption is an illegal application of the classification system. You need a 24.
Okay. So are you following me, guys? You went out to that, the strange and weird, hook directly into the everyday. Earlier on my live stream, I was talking to you about how we, over here at the Dark Waters channel, not only do we have the beautiful, spacious dark waters, we got submarines, we got battleships, we got all these other different things. And then we got people who visit the rabbit holes over here too. Because you got the waters, then over here you got some land, and they got people go down in the rabbit holes, and they got apartments and condos underground. Everybody talking about the elites got underground bunkers. We got underground bunkers too, baby. You can buy your bunker with me. You know what I'm saying? Buy a bunker from it, baby. Just give a donation. You're getting you a bunker, right? So when you go down in the bunkers and you start scurrying around, clicking on lights, looking around, you realize that everything down in the bunker has been shoved down there because the people up here don't want you realizing that they're using what's in the bunker. What do you mean, DW? What the hell are you talking about? Well, what the hell you think is flying around in the sky? Where do you think they got the technology to make these drones from? Where do you think they got the technology to create CERN? CERN ain't no damn Stargate SG-1. Watch this. Stargate SG-1. Give me some footage. Hopefully they'll pull up Tilk. They don't have no videos. This is CERN right here. CERN ain't number Stargate. That's all CERN is. The original Stargate. A portal opening up. I just happen to be a Stargate SG-1 fan. One of the few things that I'm a fan of. I try to tell people all the time that the whole Stargate SG-1 was about an alien named Tilk. The whole story revolved around Tilk and his beef with Apophis. Then Tilk with his beef with this next person and the next person. But everybody around, they already disclosed to you what the hell they doing when they showed you Stargate. They go Apophis right there. And then they'll go the Ori right there. Look like a damn version of Satan. They disclose it all to you. Chevron 1 locked. Chevron 2 locked. Chevron 7 engaged. But no, it's real simple, and nobody want to pay no attention to it. Make it all complicated. So the point I'm making to you is this: the more you dig in, the more you move around files in the rabbit hole, you realize that it is in the things down in the rabbit hole that are being used against the American people. The dew lasers are down in the rabbit hole. Direct energy weapons are down in that rabbit hole. That was thought to be a conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory is now true. And what people have not come to realize yet is that the rabbit hole is done flipped upside down, and that's becoming the reality. You don't believe me? I know you don't. I will bring you into remembrance of something. There was a movement that started about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, called the Learn to Code movement. I want to show you. Learn to code. All right. And I don't think it was very long ago. Movement. You know, I'm gonna see how foul they are. Well, hold on. Let me the filters. Advanced search. Let's go learn the code. And then let's go phrase. Let's go timeline. Let's go in the year of 2000. If I'm not mistaken, it was 2020 to 2021. Let's search. Oh, here we go.
Businesses and nonprofit.
Now, I want to understand something. We're down in a rabbit hole, and let's open a file. Barack Hussein Obama was telling people, and what year is this? This is what, year 2021? We're in 2024, 25. Barack Hussein Obama, while he was destroying the economy, was telling you guys to learn to code.
Hi, everybody. This week, I'm proud to join the students, teachers, businesses, and nonprofit organizations taking big new steps to support computer science in America's schools. Learning these skills isn't just important for your future, it's important for our country's future. If we want America to stay on the cutting edge, we need young Americans like you to master the tools and technology that will change the way we do just about everything. That's why I'm asking you to get involved. Don't just buy a new video game. Make one. Don't just download the latest app. Help design it. Don't just play on your phone. Program it. No one's born a computer scientist, but with a little hard work and some math and science, just about anyone can become one. This week is your chance to give it a shot. And don't let anyone tell you you can't. Whether you're a young man or a young woman, whether you live in a city or a rural area, computers are going to be a big part of your future. And if you're willing to work and study hard, that future is yours to shape. Thanks, everybody.
All right, now you may be saying to yourself, DW, I don't get it. Let me just verify the date of this. It's not showing me the date. It says January 10th. Oh, it was January 10th, 2025. Somebody uploaded this. Watch this. He told people to learn the code. Hillary Clinton. Hillary Rodham Clinton. Learn the code. The point I'm making to you is this, and I know you might be struggling, but you're in a rabbit hole. I need you to stick with me in a rabbit hole. All right, here we go. Michael is eating popcorn because he's waiting on what I'm about to explain to you. Let's just say, for the sake of time, 2016 to 2020 is when Don went into office. 2020 to 2024 is when Sleepy Joe went into office. So we were talking about 2000, maybe 15 to 16 is when everyone was talking about learn to code. I want to verify. Let me go back and see if it gives me a timestamp. And this is my ignorance to Twitter that is affecting me. That's people making fun of her. They told us to learn the code with full knowledge that AI was coming down the pipeline and that AI would be coding for you. So imagine all those people who went out to get degrees to learn how to code. And then all of a sudden, here comes artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence makes coding obsolete. And don't for a second think that these people didn't have access to these things, like it was a surprise to them. When you really look back at their campaigns and their slogans and everything else, even if you listen closely now to their commercials, to Hillary Clinton's commercials, to especially Kamala Harris's commercials, you'll hear the AI language in it. And AI loves to use certain talking points like vindication, unity. It has this woke language pattern to AI. Inclusion, equity. You'll hear it if you ever use AI and it starts talking to you to be like, well, we want to be inclusive to this and it's a violation to do this. And it would, if you ever play with AI, you know how AI talks. And the point I'm making to you is all these things from the damn rabbit hole, all these advanced technologies that using against us, is what's manifested right out in the open. So Nancy Mace comes out, and Nancy Mace talks about the UFOs and the UFO disclosure while you're simultaneously seeing drones and everything flying around the sky. She says there's two types that they don't account for. That means that everything else is them. And the guy said orbs, and she specifically said, no, not orbs, which meant that the orbs are ours. She said there's two types, and I'll tell you what I think the two types are. I think the cigar shape are not ours. I leave the other type off. I don't even know if I should say that. I'll tell you this. They talked about a special project in her congressional hearing. They named the project. If you took the AI and you fought through it, and told the AI to go scrap, and you gave it a command to scrap the internet for that language and that name, and told it, do not stop until it returns you information, it will return some terrifying things to you. That's what I'm going to say. But you have to have it sit there. I have a second computer sit there just running. And it ran for 3 days. And then when it pulled back, I said, oh, my goodness, sweet baby Jesus, what in Sam hell is this? And it went down on the other part of the internet and came back. And I said, oh, Lord, what is this? What kind of foolishness is this? That's why I ain't going to talk about it. I kind of want to channel. But I'm going to say this to you. There's more to it There's more to the missing children than you think, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm going to say. Way more to it than need biologicals. And that's all I'm going to say.